living entity. I'll tell you how it is living entity also. Through the pictures, I'm going to show you all these things. But I felt that first let me go to this slide more time so that you understand from the, unless I make your background or your mindset, how you are going to think about what we are going to talk. Otherwise, if I don't give you this background, not this confluence which I am saying. Here the confluence is meaning that the two streams meet and then they come into the main river. So that's the confluence. But main confluence, when I say origin to confluence, means I am talking about the ocean estuary. That's the characteristics of a river. To move from the origin is mostly on the mountains and hill areas, and from there with the gravity, the interconnectedness, the food web, the interconnectedness between the environment and the human, the relationship, and every flora, fauna are all in a chain, interlinked to the existence of this planet. Big signal of devastation of this planet. Already, I will again say this, you can write down, go through the living planet, www. About what are the organisms which are getting which is getting extinct, and in that it's already given that 69% of the wildlife has disappeared. Can you imagine when I am saying every individual organism are learning and research for which I am here among you all. So I am very, very thankful that today morning you all have given me time. Very, very thanks to Tamar and William once again that I am getting to interact, because I love this way of interacting so that as much people I can reach and we can save this planet. I feel much fortunate. Now you know, recently India has reached the moon. Are you aware? We have reached moon, whereas it is the same country. We have reached to moon, we have explored moon, but at the same time, as I said, the flip side, we still have places which are deprived of basic amenities. Many places, you will see the pictures. Okay, and then as I said, that from soil to food production and importance of pathogens, we have to understand and find solutions now. What are these pathogens, I will tell you. So, and my home institution from where I belong, that has got a very high vision and very, this river Ganga. International boundary, we have Bangladesh, then we have two other states where this water was supposed to be distributed, and a navigational channel was made so that a lot of commercial business and economic. It's in July to September.
Oh, okay.
But see, today rains are unpredictable. What we are observing here, just 2 days back it was so much raining, it was so cold. Again suddenly we see again so much of that. So unpredictable weather.
So what would, let's say, how do we stop the rain from flooding? What infrastructures could we add to New York? Because the subway was flooded and people were swimming.
Yeah.
What could the city possibly do to fix that?
Yeah. So for that only we will go from one to the other. You will get to see what we do and what can be done and what is the reason that is flooding. Very good question when you said about why flooding. That's what I said. See, this dam is made, that means water is not able to flow here.
Yeah.
The channel where actually the water is supposed to flow, it's not able to flow. So what it will do? It will go into your houses. It will come on the road. Similarly, as we saw that, okay, I'll go back to the Harlem River. How to do the finding, how to use that app. Everything is literally available. So I have lot of hope from the students today. That is why I am also taking sessions in, early childhood center. Because I believe that from that stage, if what I am saying, we can put it in curriculum, we can always discuss with the parent and student. Then what will happen? Everybody will take the responsibility. Then nobody will take us for granted and these kind of infrastructures will not come up. Because river land has to be kept for rivers. We cannot encroach on the lands of rivers. So that is most important thing to save the rivers and from the floods, what we are seeing today. That means we call them as a small rivers. Every small river is also important. So with these pictures, with the help of that app, you can design your plans. You can go to the government, put a project, you can get lot of funds. You can work like what I am doing. You can do the social mapping. You can do the diagnostic mapping. Diagnostic means when you go there, you talk to the people there, you come to know about how the situation has changed, how it was. All these things are called as diagnostic. So this type of consultancy you can easily take up as your career. You don't have to be a job seeker. You can be a job giver. And you can do a lot of consultancy. And today, whole world is focusing on environmental studies and consultancies. Even I come to the point where I am now also doing research on the treatment plant, New York treatment plant, Watts Island. It is 275 million gallon capacity, a treatment plant where all your sewage goes there. But how is the treatment happening? On that only I am trying to, work and speak about it. Two of such only, but other all industries, when I say sector, I say everything was stopped, right? But we were eating, we were releasing. That means I am talking about the sewage, waste, which was continuously there. So that means when this sewage production is there, where it goes? Now I said Watts Island is there, Newton Creek is there for you for this treatment. But like the way now today's rains happen, do you think all things goes inside that drainage system and it goes to the system? No. And many a places like in my country, suppose a production of the sewage is 100 mld, that means million liters per day. Only 25 mld we treat, remaining direct. Even NASA has said that today ocean has become the toilet. Now because of this organic matter not getting treated properly, evaporation will be high. And that too in one places, like what I was showing about the rivers, when the river flows with riparian zone, biodiversity and everything is there, we call it as live river. But because of this temperature rise, suddenly a lot of cloud, and it doesn't come with the drizzling rain, but suddenly it makes a funnel and cloud burst. Now this phenomenon has become very common in many places. Like in India recently we faced that, and other countries we used to hear facing already. So as a funnel when it comes means what? In a place where there is no river, nothing, but there is river formation. That's called as atmospheric river. Are you understanding? The cloud bursts, and because of cloud bursts, lot of dams got wiped away, lot of villages got wiped away, lot of people dead, and the situation here you can see. This is after 45 years. This is Hindon River in India. Situations are becoming very worse, but it is in your hand. You can easily save the world if you start now. With the understanding that I am understanding my subject, I have to give exams, I have to pass, I have to changing. Of course, we are getting gas now to cook. But then, if you further see, the ladies have taken, women have taken control of the situation in most of the places. Because they don't have water, see, they have cut the hills to bring in water from there. See, women playing such an important role. Why women playing this role? Because women are the more affected. How they are affected? Most of the household work women has to do. Most of the things they have to, take charge of, or they have to, take care of. So that's how now in India, most of the women has come in forefront now, and they are taking charge of, they are participating in conferences. They are, these ladies are called as Jal Sahelis, water friends. And they are finding out all the ways and means how water will be brought to the villages. They are running the administration of the villages also. So that's how things are changing. Here you can see the tribal women. This is in Mumbai city. You have heard about Mumbai, anybody? It's like New York City. So there also see the tribal situations. So they have to fight for each drop of water. Now here I am trying to show the picture where on me as a woman, I give you my example. As I fight with the industries, those who are polluting the water bodies, they have put a lot of extortion cases on me. Extortion means I go and I demand money from them by bringing these issues. They need to say. They put then police cases on us. But because everyone in my country, they know how I work, what is the genuineness, so I am spared till now. Otherwise, all industries have put many cases on me. But ultimately, you can see all industry heads, manufacturers, association chairmen, all are there here. They came. Now, slowly we are talking to everyone. We are trying to find solutions to the river so that there is a system called as ETP, effluent treatment plants, which are supposed to be there in industries. Like Intel, Google and all. Yesterday in my class, one boy was asking, Madam, how these companies, technology companies, how they are going to affect the chips, automation chips. Or this Telangana means it's Hyderabad in India, a state, where with the same kind of a mapping, see they made this kind of a flow chart of all small rivers, big rivers, what are the dams, what are the other structures there, and with this help, they have now cleaned all the rivers and water bodies. Cleaning is what? They have started desilting, removing the silt, mud from the soil. Now once you remove those sediments which have got accumulated in the river, what will happen? Capacity of river will increase. Carrying capacity, more water will remain. Yes? San Francisco region is having the infrastructure development. Only infrastructure where it was supposed to be the agricultural lands. Now all this infrastructure development is going on, and that's how here you can see with your geographical map also you can show how the water availability in the hotspots around the world is getting now reduced. Red mark means this is completely getting reduced. There no water in the land. And why? Because if you see these all infrastructure has come out. Concretization. No soil where water can absorb. All concretization. Now another feature which is happening with the Colorado River and in the California region, they have the very typical sort of right which they have, water rights. And this is Imperial Irrigation District, which holds oldest and largest water rights on the west coast from Colorado River for agriculture, municipalities and industries. That means if you have land, you can drop as much water you want and you will be supplied as much water. So what is happening now? Using that rights, here there is agriculture is not happening for the use of people here, but to send China, alfalfa grass is being grown. That means automatically you are transporting your water to the other country and misusing the rights. So that's how these all history you need to understand, you need to go to the depth of why such situations in San Francisco and other areas, why water issues. Whereas a very nice system of this sprinkler irrigation, where we use water with the drip irrigation or sprinkler, less water using. If you see in India, we do with the pumping. Pumping means a lot. But here, although the system is good, but still people are deprived of water. This is a situation where I am trying to show you about the geopolitics. Geopolitics, how it happens. Now, we are Pakistan, we are the neighbors, India and Pakistan. Now, for the water distribution, there is one state, Punjab, where lot of irrigation is happening, but there is a fight for the water sharing, Indus water sharing. What happened, I'll take you to the history also. In almost 50s, there was lack of water and there was famine in this area. Now we took help from America. America came here, then there was a lot of help given where it was food for peace. Like how we can use the technology for water as well as for agriculture, that was shown to India. But in the process what happened, our pellets were millets. News of this is geography, you need to find out what has happened. Now geologists reveal that it is because of the pumping out of water from natural resources, land is becoming loose. In Arizona, cracks found in the grounds. This is just 2-3 days back I saw this news.
Oh, excuse me. I have class in 10 minutes, so.
Yeah, I will just find out. I'm just showing some pictures now. Almost I'm done. If you have any questions, you can go on and I can just go ahead with the slides. Yeah. Any questions? Just 1 or 2 minutes we can take. So this is just I'm trying to show how we are interconnected. Yes?
I remember earlier, like when you started, you seen how most of these people are like there's gonna be a larger number of people that are gonna be having access to like drinking water. But I remember I took a environmental class where like some places where you were like using salt water and they were like stored for desalinizing it to make it like drinkable.
Yeah.
Or like other countries, like, were they able to do that, or would that be too expensive than just paying someone to bring water?
Very correct. You have pointed very well. Because see, desalination is not required actually. When we do the desalination, we again dump the salt which is coming out of that. Again we put it in the sea and it then rises the temperature. Whereas instead of that, like I have come here also to make a study that whether we are doing rainwater harvesting. Because rainwater is nothing but a natural way of desalination. Are you understanding? So why not we tap that instead of going for the desalination using so much of energy and other things? Anybody else?
Doesn't the capture of rainwater still make the ocean water acidic? It's basically doing the same process, just waiting longer. You're letting the water evaporate from the ocean, letting it fall, capturing it, then using it versus desalination, just taking it, doing it right then and there. And then the same process, technically.
I didn't get your question as such.
The question is like, isn't it basically the same process? It's just one is longer than the other. It's rainwater comes from the ocean being evaporated, going to the mountains and coming down the rivers. So we capture it, and before it comes to the rivers, henceforth, the water, the ocean is still getting very acidic, the salt.
Yeah. So actually it is, we are supposed to see in India also we say catch every drop wherever it is. Like, as much possible, even if we make wherever we stay, we can make a hole also in the ground. There also whatever water will come, they will percolate in the ground. That is the best way. Rather than, it's not that for the rain it is going to the mountain then coming, it's not like that. It's the evaporation by which it is going up and then ultimately it is coming down. Wherever it is falling, we are trying to say people wherever it is falling, we need to tap that water. Example in the DEP, that means the Department of Environment Protection of New York. If you go to the website, you will see that the groundwater data is only up to 2007. After that it has not been recorded. Now we need to record all these things to understand that how much we need to tap this water also by means of rainwater harvesting. Because ultimately our pure water is only going to be in the groundwater. So this is how we keep doing work everywhere in India. This is meeting people or every stakeholder, ministers, authorities. Also I have forgotten, if you can also use Freedom of Information Act. We are using more this Freedom of Information Act also. By which your data is available to you for all kinds of activities to support your activities. You are aware about this Freedom of Information Act? Yes? How many have used it? Very rarely anybody does. So you all should practice because this is the constitutional rights which we get and using this we can do a lot of good work.
You could use that for personal issues, or it's just like for organizational like matters?
Anything. You can do for personal also, for organizational matters also, anything.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, suppose personal issue, you want to solve your water supply in your area.
Yeah.
Suppose. Now, when you will talk about yourself, that means ultimately in that community also somewhere the water supply is not enough in that area. So with your that